Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first officially unnamed podcast on this channel. By the time that you're watching this, we might have a name for it, but as of now, we do not. My name is Tripping, and I'm accompanied with Cedaz,
Hello.
and then also RTG, a no-name Twitch streamer.
Wow, thanks.
But seriously, we decided this is our second retake recording this, right, everyone?
Yes.
So we recorded a full podcast. I had some autistic recording errors. It was way too long. So we're going to cut it down and just dive in. We're going to introduce each other a little bit. We're going to mainly talk about some stuff on the Reddit Fashion Reps for today. But be prepared as we slowly move on through the podcast. We'll have guests, more topics. We could even bring some viewers on and do some interviews about that. It's basically an open book.
Anything is possible.
Anything's possible, and hopefully by the end of it, we get a G Fuel sponsorship or something.
One of these fucking days.
Maybe. I think we get some shitty energy drink supplement to sponsor this.
All right.
Get Alex Jones too.
Hey, so Tripping, if you want to start, you can kind of talk about yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, people are gonna know you, but then we'll go further.
So my name is Tripping. I think everyone knows that. If Cedaz promotes it on his channel and RTG promotes it to his 20 Twitter followers,
Wow.
that's fine. But I'm kidding. I love you.
Cold take.
I love you. So my name's Tripping. I'm a YouTuber, formerly in the Fashion Reps community. Luckily jumped ship before it got hit by an iceberg of cancer. And I make fashion-related content revolving around satirical jokes about hype beasts and brands. And yeah, that's basically it for me. Go subscribe, I guess.
My name is Cedaz. I'm currently in that sort of realm of fashion reps and replica stuff. You can just call me the Tripping Clone, as a lot of people would call me.
Oh yes, we're gonna dive into that
Tripping
today.
Clone.
But no, I mean, I have the same sort of format as Tripping. I do a lot of commentary type of videos, haul videos, review videos, whatever I can do. I try to stray away from review videos and hauls because nobody gives a fuck about you when you're doing that. So,
Facts.
but I've amassed 4.6K right now in about 3.5 months, and I've been pretty hyped on that. And I'm looking to expand into more content, but for now, until I have that viewer base, I'm gonna stick to replica, and then hopefully move on.
RTG, tell us a little about yourself. I think RTG is the least known amongst everyone here.
Definitely.
Relative to fashion and everything. So take it away.
I'm RTG, also known as RTG Plays Games on Twitch. 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago actually, I met Tripping on Twitch, and that's how I'm here in the shortest story. And yeah, I have, unlike Cedaz and Tripping, I only have 40 followers on Twitch, so I'm definitely a small little fish.
Go give him a follow.
Pond.
Go give him a
follow
follow
right now. What are you doing?
Come on, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Everyone supports.
Yes.
We're all in this together.
So
Yeah.
RTG, people want to know: are you into replicas? Are you into fashion? Anything like that?
I mean, I'm somewhat. I mean, I don't really have much copped. I mean, I do have some, I'm into shoes and stuff.
Yeah.
I beg my parents, Mom, for Christmas, can you please give me those nice Nike Air Jordans? That was me 5 years ago. I knew kids who literally went into fashion design in college from my high school. There was this one kid, his name was Paul. Kid was selling about tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff online related to just men's fashion, not replicas, but just men's fashion.
Classic reseller.
Yeah, but the kid's making bank. So yeah, no, he taught me a little bit about fashion, and reps. Tripping has told me about reps and basically the whole thing, what replicas are. So I think it's a pretty cool thing. I mean, not everyone can afford $600 pairs of shoes.
Definitely not.
Especially when you got to compete against those hype beasts on the college campus. You got to sink to their level. They all wear reps. I promise you that.
Well, I think it's an interesting dynamic that Tripping, I think, is the most into fashion out of the three of us. And I'm pretty into it. I like and I take a lot from the culture, and I really enjoy it. and I think RTG is like the kind of like, oh, you like it, but you know, it's whatever.
Yeah, it's like casual. He's just casual and
Stepping
know
the
what I
toes
mean.
in the water.
Yeah.
definitely testing the water.
So if we want to jump right into it, the main point of this podcast, we really wanted to talk about a post that surfaced on the Fashion Reps Reddit.
Whew. I really do not browse the subreddit as frequently as I used to. There's many reasons to that, but I'm gonna leave my opinions on that matter out of this video. Because I don't really need to see. Can you guys I don't need QCs. I don't need any of the little shit that you guys beg for. Because I don't care. But I saw this post. When was this? This was posted a day ago. Recording on the 3rd of July. This was posted a day ago. And Cedaz, I'm just gonna call you. But can I call you by your first name? It's so cringe.
You can call me Evan.
My
first name's Evan.
To call you like, and you can call me Quentin too for you and RTG. It's so cringe because we've hung out twice for anyone who doesn't know, and like you don't call someone by their internet name in real life. That's just so cringe.
Yeah.
So Eben posted this in his Discord, and I wasn't aware of it, and I didn't initially read it because I just read the very unpopular opinion title, and then I'm like, oh shit, this is actually like a discussion, and it features my name, and he spelled my name wrong. That's a whole other thing. So here's the post by Salty Beats. 1.1k upvotes, 94% upvoted, which is, we should take a look at that because that's a
Jesus Christ. Actually, I didn't even know that.
That's a pretty good. I mean, quote pretty good, but that's a pretty positive agreeance.
Yeah.
So here's the post. This is the title. Unpopular opinion. Rep quote. I like how he says rep.
Yeah.
Quote YouTubers. That's in quotes. are cringy AF and should stop. And here's the post. Don't get me wrong. Some YouTubers are great because they don't overdo it and don't spam every video they make on here. But I see so many tripping clones who constantly post their terrible, uninformative reviews filmed on their iPhone 6s. Does anybody actually watch these? I miss how the sub used to be.
Jeez. Fuck.
Jesus.
I love that. I love the quotations around YouTuber just fucking just digging us down like we aren't fucking putting in hours of effort and scripts, editing, trying to put content for a fucking certain niche amount of people.
That's just a common misconception right away. Like, you can already tell that there's a disconnect between anyone who does YouTube and then doesn't do YouTube. Everyone thinks that YouTube is such a fucking walk in the park and it takes no effort. But then you realize the mental stress and strain that it puts on you and a level of performance you have to put out weekly to either consistently grow or maintain an audience is a lot.
Yeah. It's hard to fucking get an audience. It's hard to get an audience and then keep them for the long run is a whole nother level. Because you can have one good video and it do 10,000 views, 100,000 views, whatever. And then, you know, if you put out videos next and they don't like it, it's just going to fucking put such a bad mental strain on you. Because then you're going to lose views. You're not going to get as much likes. They're going to unsub. And it's like that fucking mind game where it's like, okay, well, I did this right. So, but you know what I mean? You always want to do what you want to do. But then, like, when that shit happens, you're like, fuck, maybe I got to do some shit like I don't really want to do right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's also the aspect of growing your community. I think Tripping said that you take a lot of effort, a lot of time to grow. Part of growth is establishing a community. You see some of these people, they just post like one popular video, but they don't establish that community. I mean, Tripping has a big community. He uploads constantly. He has a very active Discord that has had to shut down and then come back up because it's very active. Yeah. But it's around like, I think it was like 1,000 people.
Two times originally back in like I'd say almost 2019. Almost 2019, or even I think it was the summer of 2019. I shut it down again and then opened the last one, shut it down most recently in June, and then here's a new one which is more filtered system so we don't have any cancerous kids in it.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, it takes a lot of time to grow, and sometimes not everything goes away. Like that mental strain, you have to deal with annoying people who think they're edgy, and you have to deal with drama too. I mean, drama it could be between you and your audience, you and other YouTubers. So it's a big mental strain. I don't think people realize that. I mean, when I used to do Twitch streaming a lot 4 years ago, and I had to deal with a lot of drama. I had to deal with growing an audience, keeping in touch. It was a lot of networking. There's a lot more than just uploading videos and expecting to get views. You need to network. It's like an actual like job search. You need to network with people. You need to establish connections, grow your audience, or like in professional job searching, that would probably be your network. Like that. People also just think you can just spam your videos and they'll get views. No.
Everyone
actually interact.
Everyone who commented on this video in a negative way, calling out Eben for being like me, or all these other new people who have like less than 1,000 subs. I'm gonna classify this. Eben, you are in your own realm amongst. You are, I would say, right now, you are the most popular, active, posting RepTuber in the community right now, without a doubt.
I would, without the, being a dickhead. Yeah, I would say
it's just the facts.
I don't see anybody else.
It's just the facts. No one else is out there posting weekly videos as you, creating original content with the Weedian finds or whatever. And then, see, this is the thing. Let me just talk about this, because this is fucking... Everyone doesn't know, I work at a new job. I get up at 2 a.m. and I work from 3 a.m. to like 8 a.m. So, and it's a mindless job. So these thoughts have been stirring in my mind since then, and I'm running off of 5 hours of sleep. So I'm fucking amped to go. I feel like I need to just talk about when I started YouTube, because before anyone else who has done replica stuff, I was one of the first to do it, pretty much.
Yeah.
I saw Error666 making haul videos. I said to myself, wow, that's cool. And this was before I even ordered a haul video. I made a Reddit post. Back then, the subreddit probably had around 80K people. A top Reddit post would be 100 upvotes, which now is like, it's 1,000. As you can see with this post, it's very active. The community has grown to 350,000 people in it. So back then, it was a different mindset. There wasn't as many snobby people who were quick to criticize, like this post right here, and the other people in the thing who accuse you of stuff. And then it was more of a tight-knit community, I can say.
Of course, yeah.
Because when things grow, it's more subject to new people who are expecting things quicker. Like they need that constant knowledge of information. They need it now. It's very impatient behavior. So when I posted my first video and it was coming out of one ear slot in your headphones, recorded on my shitty computer, I did not get any negative reviews on that video. It was all positive. Thank you for posting this. This was very helpful. There hasn't been a good updated how to buy off a super buy guide in a while. So I took that and I ran with it, and I started making how to buy from Boostmaster Lin, how to buy off of Yupo, how to buy off of whatever. And then that grew into hauls. And hauls, what Tripping did, instead of what people were doing at the time, was they would sit in front of a camera, then open the package and look at it. I thought I connected in a more interpersonal way, where I would be kind of blunt, and I said, look at this shitty fucking clothes, look at this fucking shitty item, and I'm recording it with my phone, and then on my bed, or my first video I recorded in my basement on the ground, and I was laying on the ground in my pajamas. And even in that was a perfect example, because I remember I was goofing off. I still had the same jokes, and I was just being myself. And now people are saying, if you talk like me, if you say this joke, if you talk like this in your videos, then you are considered identical to me.
It's just, it's so annoying to see that shit. But I will say, it changed. I joined the subreddit when it was around 220,000, I would say, like a little bit over a year ago. I started casually looking for reps because I was tired of paying for resale, and I realized, came to that realization that I can get the same thing for a lot less. So I'm not like a veteran. I'm not like, I haven't been in this shit for a couple of years. I'm really relatively new. But even back then, it was still very toxic, and I've noticed it's just getting increasingly more toxic. So I can't even tell you. I had to delete I deleted a few comments that were bad, but I left a lot of them up yesterday. I got like 10 comments of people hating on it. I left one that was pretty funny. This guy just commented in like terrible English. I really hate you on my video with no context at all. I left that. And I think I replied to it because I thought it was kind of funny. But a lot of them were like, you should stop posting. I'm going to report this to YouTube. Trying to get my channel taken down, which I've already had multiple times. People sending me screenshots of like them putting in a report.
See, that's fucked. I've never got that. I've got one guy who said it was like, oh, I'm gonna report your channel, and nothing happened to that. So
Wow.
Yeah, no, nothing happened. That was like a month ago. Nothing has happened. So I'm assuming they, didn't bother with fucking really looking too in deep of what my videos were about. They just kind of saw like fines and whatever like reviews. So they thought maybe it was just deals I found, whatever. But when I read that post initially, I kind of thought someone was just kind of trolling, kind of like whatever. I didn't realize
I didn't expect it to get this many upvotes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And like it's kind of scary because with the 1,000 upvotes and then the 94% upvoted, that just shows that there's like this very silent majority of people who aren't expressing their opinions on the videos that people are posting. Because I bet instead of seeing a video about a very good informative video like you posted a couple days ago, Eben, about coming out to people about replicas, or any of your previous videos that are very well thought out and scripted, and people don't appreciate writing a script is fucking tough. Adding jokes is tough, and it's especially hard being quick-witted if you don't do a script and then making a video that's a cohesive amount of time talking about a certain subject. And trust me, it's hard. You're essentially writing essays every week. And I didn't I didn't like school. So, you know what I mean? I don't like fucking school. I don't like writing essays. I don't like doing English. But it's something because I like videos, but a video is like, okay, then it's like, oh, a video, recording a haul. Does that take a lot of work to lay out clothes, talk about them? Because clearly on this post, people are like, I don't like when people mumble and have shitty lighting in their videos. Like look at this guy. The top comment. The main thing for me is I can watch a well-structured scripted video with informative reviews. I can't stand a guy hiding behind a camera phone with a mumbled voice and awful lighting. Nothing to do with reps, just production quality in general. It's not the subject matter that's the issue. So he's saying he can't stand some little kid with a phone and reviewing a box logo. I guess see like
I can get that a little bit.
I can get that. Like that's a very the guy
constructive at least.
The guy who made the post should have reworded the video instead of calling RepTubers cringy AF and should stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to follow up on something that Tripping said, I think earlier and just recently about, people just laying out the clothes and stuff and people shitting on like other people. There's this one comment I'm reading. It's a little bit down. It's from Subway Wi-Fi. I think I should read this out in full because I think it's a very good take. I think this opinion is more structured with the intent against those low effort videos with bad production quality rather than YouTubers themselves. Yeah. I watch and enjoy those videos that actually have guides or reviews on products that get to the point. But those who try too hard with one-to-one suck jokes every 30 seconds, or those holding a camera while seemingly writing a carousel seem to me like a waste of effort. However,
this is the cringiest part.
Whether your production quality is of a potato or of a red helium AK, if it's fun to you and you enjoy it, then do it. Don't let others stop you. I think that's a pretty important takeaway. Like, people are being negative. Honestly, if you don't like the content, just don't watch it. That's my opinion. Like, I think a lot of people are upset because a lot of these videos are getting posted to the subreddit. Well, if you think it's a bad video, just downvote it.
Exactly.
That's what the downvote is done for. The downvote button is one thing I hate about Reddit just in general is people use the downvote button to use it because they just don't like someone's opinion. But if it's like bad quality, go downvote it. And you see this a lot with Reddit. It's really a Reddit problem, but that's what the downvote button is there for. The downvote button is to get these low quality, whether it be a meme or a video. That's what it's there for.
Well, and it's funny enough because
don't fucking complain.
It's funny enough because the subreddit used to be filled with 1,000 upvote memes everywhere. Like that was a huge thing. The time I would browse on the subreddit, I would go and it would be some dog shit copy paste meme or some repost TikTok. Who is this on the subreddit? who is this laughing emoji? And it's like, okay, cool. you upload this cringe, but someone who does put time in a video, like what can even be classified as putting time? Like your production value, like that kind of goes off of saying, well, I mean, despite this guy having the helium 8K camera, whatever the fuck that is, and then like, okay, cool, you have a good quality, but you could be dumb as a stump and have the lamest voice and be not entertaining at all.
Yeah.
The quality of what you record with does not equivalent your comedy and your entertainment value. I'd rather watch someone who does film on a quote potato who's funny to watch and relatable than some corporate shill. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be reviewing the UA Bat Air Jordan 1. It is good shoe. That's like not entertaining.
I wanted to speak on. I really want to know what the subreddit actually wants. Like, what do these people want to see every day? Do they want to see quality checks only? Like,
they do,
because that's all it is. But like, nobody gives hate for just someone like spamming a quality check 17 times. Because you'll see the same fucking post go by 8 times because they don't get a response, so they just keep posting it, and no one will ever say anything to it. But then it's like, okay, well, let me put fucking whatever 2 days into a video, writing a script, doing vocals, putting it into a software, editing, making it funny, whatever, going back, re-recording, and then finally putting it out for the world to see. And then I get a guy that just probably didn't even watch the video, downvotes and says, "You're a tripping clone." And I'm like, and I will say, shout out to anybody who did kind of show me support on that. I did get a lot of tags and people saying to leave me alone, or like
there's
that
a lot of support.
Yeah, I got a lot of that, and I will appreciate, thank you everyone who did that. I don't really need you guys to stick up for me. Personally, it didn't affect me. Like I'm not fucking hurting, but it was nice to see some support come out for me in particular. But it's just one of those things, dude. I really don't think this will ever go away. No. People don't like the subreddit being put out to the world, even though recently Zat, the full owner of Rep Sneakers and Fashion Reps, is looking to promote YouTubers, Instagrammers, Reddit posts, like whatever, on the Discord with, 20,000 members on it. He's looking to actually promote people and fucking have their voice be heard, and people who make good content and consistent content. And now it's like, when he sees a post like that, it is kind of fucking me over, because I don't know what Zat's thinking when he sees a post with 1,000 upvotes, and he's like, fuck rep tubers. Like, he could just change it and be like, you know what? We got an overwhelming amount of people saying we don't want that. We don't like, you can still post, but we're not gonna, we're not gonna promote you. And it kind of just, I don't understand why people really need to hurt you. They really wanted to try and like call me a tripping clone, or I got a lot of comments in reply to my support saying, fuck that guy. He's a copy of tripping. There was one on your reply when you said, you can read your response that you did, like your actual written one if you want.
Yeah. So
but
the guy that responded to me, I'll read it later. He said, I guess I'll just read it first because you need context. I said, I wouldn't say people are clones of me. I wasn't the first one to make videos. I saw others doing it 2.5 years ago. Would you say I'm the quote biggest from the replica scene, or I was the most active? Sure. I have no animosity towards anyone who makes replica videos. They do not. They do as they will. It's foolish to call people clones of me. My sense of humor is very copy and paste. I'm no comedic genius. Everyone starts somewhere. When I uploaded my first few videos, it was horrible. Things have changed. The sub has grown bigger and bigger. Expectations are higher. And then I really wanted to fucking say this. I said, just stop tying my name to other creators. They are their own.
This
beautiful. That's a beautiful statement.
100% totally.
And then this little fucking virgin, it's like, I get that you're being humble, but no, there are more than one channels that are essentially tripping clones. And that has 25 upvotes in my replies.
God.
Come on. Who? I've never said anything. Why are they so mad? Why are they trying to defend me? I have not said one thing. I have never said, hey, everyone go fucking spam this guy's videos. He's copying me. Fuck him. I've never said that once.
And that was something I had too. I said it in my Discord. If you, the person that I'm quote unquote, cloning, if you don't have a problem with it and you've already like shown support and been like, you know what, like you do you, like you're doing your own thing. You've already shown me support in this podcast right now. Why do they get so offended?
Exactly.
Like they,
Yeah.
like I don't understand. Like they're like white knighting for me in some way.
You get that.
Like do they miss me not posting replica content anymore? And they're like, oh, fuck anyone else who does it. Tripping was the original person who done it, and I loved his videos, and I watch his 28 haul videos in one day every day until he posts a new one. Like I don't like why like. Even the guy who made the post, like, just Tripping clone. See, my name is just tied to any other replica YouTuber who's doing replica stuff now. Because when I stopped making replica stuff, I had 15,000 subs, and that was the biggest that anyone has grown in over the 2.5 years. So now anyone else who follows suit is considered a clone, whatever, shitty con. It's just the cycle of insults until who knows what will happen next. Like, I don't think this will ever go away, sadly.
I think it'll be a good evolution, right? So you're just, I don't want to say just, but recently you have like really straight away, and you came out and you're like, look, I'm done. Like that's not me anymore. I'm well past that. I want to continue on to do what I want to do, and that's not what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And now, obviously people, I don't know if people just don't watch you or don't stay connected to you. Yeah. But they don't know. They don't know that you're not doing replica shit anymore.
Exactly. Sometimes they I mean they might have just only saw my videos on the Reddit and would watch them frequently when I posted haul videos or whatever videos I did. They never subscribed to me. They just saw my name. They knew of my name, but never went the way to subscribe or follow my Instagrams on my Tripping account where I made actively post saying, guys, I'm done. And it's like, it's not even like you do something for so long, with anything in life, if you eat a certain food every day for 2.5 years, you're going to get fucking sick of it. So, yeah. And then when you see that food, you're like, oh, like, I don't even, like, get that fucking away from me. Like that makes me sick. When I worked at a restaurant last summer, I would have fucking ribs every day for lunch. And after like a month and a half of ribs, I bit into one day, and I just felt sick as fuck. So when I think of making a haul video, I think, and I'm like, that just makes me sick even thinking about it. Even like, and I did get in the process of recording one. I had it on my phone, deleted 18 minutes of talking about everything because I just did not like it. See, like, I don't have a problem with going on my live stream. And I like replicas. I like talking. We all have a common sense of talking about replicas in a way. So I don't mind like talking about stuff and doing that. But you ask me questions relative to, is this badge? I don't fucking know, dude. When I get those DMs, I just delete them. I don't want to see them anymore because like I don't fucking know. Go post on the Reddit. Do something else. Go do some research.
I just want to bring back something that Tripping said earlier about reading like that. There are essentially more Tripping clones than just one, and about like the whole clone issue. I want to go to like a different type of subject, not reps, but more like commentary. Back in 2015, 2016, the big commentary guy was Leafy, right? Leafy, he was funny, he was edgy, and the guy made millions off of it. The guy was literally, if you had to put a whole hierarchy of commentary YouTubers, Leafy was at the top. He's not like the OG. Like Leafy had to get inspiration from somewhere, but he was pretty much like the most well-known commentary YouTuber. Tripping obviously had to get inspired from somewhere. He said it just right here. So people get inspired. They don't copy. They get inspired. And they obviously put their own spins. Like, for example, going back to commentary, Will and E is a commentary channel, or he used to be. I watched him back when he was just growing around 10K. He was roasting some English bloke called Lil T, who was making cringy rap videos. Kid was like 12 years old, couldn't rap for his life, was just blurting out random shit that was just edgy as hell. And Will and E did really well roasting the kid. It was very Leafy-esque. But would you say he's a Leafy clone? He did something different. He showed his face. Leafy didn't really show his face at all. But when Will and E wanted to react, he would show his face. Everyone does something differently. People just get inspirations. Not everyone just copy straight up.
You cannot copy a genre. If that was the case, then everyone would be copies of each other. Sure, there's similar styles and you can pick out inspiration. Dude, for fuck's sake, the white background, I took that from some rep tuber who used to do replica stuff. I fucking did that. You know what I mean?
That was something I did think about yesterday, that, you know,
and even frugal aesthetics, like I took inspiration from him too.
When you look at someone, right? So when I started doing YouTube, you were the biggest. You've been the biggest for whatever, or you were the biggest, I would say. You still, I don't know, whatever. But when I came in and I started doing YouTube, you were still doing replica stuff, so you were the biggest. So I looked at your channel and I said, okay, I like this style. I like him. What does he do? So I was like, okay, so you know, you see that you do like the white background, pictures, talking, making jokes. I was like, okay, I kind of like that style. I tried to implement that. My first videos, and it's not like I want to just copy you.
I think it's safe to say when you see someone doing something, then you kind of want to take inspiration from that and do that. That's totally normal. Everyone does that in life. Everyone does that in life.
I did that when I started on Twitch.
You see someone who has a massed following. Okay, sure. Let me take that, maybe mix it up a little bit, and then poop it back out. That's totally normal. That's literally YouTube itself.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Culture.
Despite everything you say, there is not. YouTube. There are millions of videos posted weekly. There is no way that you can be original at this point in YouTube's history. There is no way. Sure, you can make up a new let me do a different type of content cop. That was original to iDubbbz, right? Like people really didn't see a little sketch comedy intro like that. Sure, but what did iDubbbz do? He sat down, talked, and roasted people's videos, kind of like everyone was doing back in that era.
Yeah.
So it's
especially Leafy.
It really doesn't make sense. And obviously you have these new infant replica YouTubers who see you, Eben, or have seen me or know about me, and then they're like, okay, maybe if I can, I don't even know. I guess people can say they're clones of me in the sense of, I think the cloning part comes to the point of saying how I used to talk in my videos, where I was very blunt. I do not give a shit. And if I'm being honest, I don't really watch any other replica YouTubers besides yourself, Eben. But I think I think I come across some of them and I can't even watch them because they are cringe. But that's just I don't find that stuff entertaining. But what can be defined as cringe? I got called cringe. Anybody can be cringe. Cringe could be some little kid. This podcast could be cringe. What is cringe?
It's all just fucking how that person perceives cringe, like what they think is cringeworthy. And I think the biggest thing for them, I would say 90% of the people who are really a real hater are envious of what I was able to really come out of my shell and fucking be myself on a camera and have a couple thousand people be like, I kind of like this guy. He's himself and I like him as a person.
Yeah, it's a lot of jealousy too, I think.
And the biggest thing I would say is I want to talk about why I even started. And the only reason I started was because I knew that haul videos did very well. That was simple to see. If I make a high quality haul video and just talk about some shit, maybe make a joke or two, it'll do well, whatever, maybe get a couple subs. And I really wanted to get some free shit. I'll be honest. I wanted to get free shoes.
Everyone does though.
That's but that was the whole point. You know, there's that one guy who just does straight sponsored reviews 24/7. And I didn't want to be him, but I was like, okay, well, if I can get sent some free shoes, I can save some money, get a high quality batch. Fucking end of the day, all good. But I realized that I had a better opportunity once I had people actually liking me. So I decided, you know what? The free shoes will come naturally. I can do content with those in my videos and still have them be about me. So you know what? I'm not going to just focus on trying to get sponsorships 24/7. I'm going to just 90%, try and get a fucking good video out, write a script, make it really good, get it out. If someone offers me some shoes, Sure, send them through. I'll include them in a haul video. I'm never gonna do like a straight sponsored review unless it's like a pair of like Air Mags or something like very fucking like it's gonna be a banger video.
Yeah, I just because we talked about this earlier, not earlier, but last podcast about being you. When you're on YouTube, the last thing that you want to do is do it for the money because it is extremely hard to do it. Not only do you, when you start out and grow, you're not going to make a lot. You're probably going to make a few dollars, maybe a few hundred, but nothing to sustain. People, I see people, they're like, oh, I want to do YouTube for the money. That's my career path. I want to do YouTube as a career path because I'll net in the big bucks. I'll become the next PewDiePie, the next MKBHD, Ari Petro, whoever the fuck you want to name. That's these little kids. They just see that. They want to be like that. That's not the goal. If you want to be successful on YouTube, you need to do it for the fun of it. You need to do it for the community. You do not do it for the money. You don't do it to become extremely famous and profit off it. You do it for the enjoyment. You do it for the fan base. You do it for others. And that's something that you got to remember. Because the people who I see when they upload on YouTube, they're doing it for other people. They're posting guides. They're posting reviews, but they're not doing it so that they can get money from X company and what got you not. No, they're doing it for the people. And yes, they're making money off of it, but that's because they've grown from being someone who's audience centric and not corporate shill centric, if you get what I mean.
I feel like
it's just disingenuous if you're just trying to get like a pair of shoes. So if you're working with a company and they send you some shoes and you know that they're not that high quality or they got some flaws and you're just like, oh, these are 10 out of 10, 1-to-1 UA. They're like anything in that sort of realm where you're trying to like just fucking only get free shit, only get money, only profit off of it. And you don't really care about fucking people who might just want to know information or are looking for that product. And you're fucking them over because they might go, okay, well, this guy said it was good. Let me go buy it. And then when they get it, it's a piece of shit.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like since we both have gotten free shit, I feel like that's the new wave of people. They just are making YouTube channels to get popular and get free shit.
Yeah,
like that, like
popularity.
I honestly, that's literally that's kind of like facts, and I'm not calling it anyone because I don't even know, and like I can't list off rep tubers with 200 subs or whatever, but there definitely is the motive that since they are just the new breed of people who aren't doing it for fun or aren't doing it to help out the community. When I was posting how-to videos, they're doing it to get a fan base. And like, hey, tripping, I've got DMs. How many subs do I need to get free shit? So I mean, I'm not talking out of my ass. I get those DMs, and I've talked to people. Hey, dude, hey, how do you get free? Who do you message to get? They're like, some guy's like, who's like the number one? He's like, who's the number one guy that you go to get your free shit from? I want to get free shoes. How many free subs? Can I have 50 subs? Can I go to this guy and get it? I'm like, okay. Now, like, that's cringe.
Well, it's not even just cringe. It's using you to get. You're a fucking middleman to get free shit at that point. It's like you're like, hey, whatever. Like I can get when people ask me to view their videos now. Like I think I did the same thing with you when I first started. I wanted someone who actually had a good intake and had a good take to tell me, is this bad or good? Because I didn't care. I'll delete it if it's bad, but just let me know. And people do that now. But if someone came up to me, like I do get people like that too, that will be like, I'll be like, oh yeah, some company wants to send me whatever X shoe. They'll be like, oh, what's the WhatsApp? Let me hit them up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. And I will say, there's a guy in my Discord who had no channel. His channel was terminated and only had a Reddit, and he got sent a free pair of shoes. So really, you don't need fucking 50 subs. You don't need 1,000 subs. You don't need 5K. There are companies that are desperate.
Yeah, you can literally say, hey, give me free shoes. I'll post on the Reddit. I'll probably get 100 upvotes, and I'll tell people that it's a good shoe. That's it. That easy as that.
Tripping also had this guy in his Discord. He was asking for a sponsorship, like just out of the blue. Like he gets people just randomly contact him, say, hey, can I sponsor you? Like
that's the thing. Like When I started, I had no intentions of getting free shit. I didn't even know that was even a possibility. And all the sponsorships that I've done, they have came to me. That's the important thing. I don't go reaching out, kissing their feet. Can you please send me a shoe to review? No, because you're just fucking doing it to get a free pair of shoe. And if you do that, you're cringe. Those are the rep tubers that are cringe and should stop.
I can feel that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason if I'm reaching out to anybody right now is because I really want to make a fucking video on Air Mags, because I think that'd just be a good video and it would do numbers. And fucking I've always like, it's just a grail. It's kind of cringe because they're a fucking cringe shoe, but I think skateboarding and them are doing something fucking ridiculous, like just destroying them like that. And then I wanted to just give them away, but it's just hard. And I've been trying to like find, whatever, but it's a little bit difficult. But I can totally understand if you're just reaching out to companies solely just to get a free pair of shoes and whatever. But I will say, you got to be careful. Some companies, I remember I had some companies sent me the 700 statics, and I told this on my stream the other day as a story. So I got the shoes, and they tracked me. They tracked it down as soon as it got delivered. Hey, when's the video going up? Did you record it? Like what day? And I was like, oh, probably next week. I'm working on videos right now. So whatever. Monday of that week comes up. He goes, where's the video? And I was like, oh, I'm working on it. And he goes, he's like, you're lying. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he started like really going in on me, calling me like he was gonna like ruin me and like do all this shit. And I was like, whoa. And then he started going on Reddit and my YouTube and spamming my fucking personal information.
Yo.
Trying to get whatever was gonna I'm assuming he wanted like other sellers to see my information and like not send me shit, but I don't understand what that would do. I'm assuming he either wanted to dox me or like whatever. He wanted to put my information out there.
Yeah,
but
That
it was like
a lot. Sorry, that reminds me a lot of. Reminds me very much so a lot of something that happened in a different community. It was more of like a tech community where like, oh, here's how to get rich quick being a CS major, that type of thing. So there's this kid we talked about earlier on the last podcast, but I don't think everyone's gotten the chance to know about it. There's this kid, he goes to like University of Arizona, I think it's Arizona State. Kid's name is Trend Black, and it's not his real name, but it's his YouTube name. He has like about 40K subs on YouTube, and he called out these two people in like that community of like coding. One of them was called Engineer Truth, who was basically, he was a grifter. Like all he wanted to live the life, nice ass car, nice ass house, nice ass
typical fucking LA YouTuber.
Yeah, literally he wanted to be a fucking flexer. He wanted to be a social media influencer. The other guy was called Tech Lead. This kid, not kid, he's like 30, 40 something. He made like a shit ton being like an actual like tech lead in a company, hence his name. But this kid called Trend Black, he makes a review about him because they're shitty people. Like the guy Engineer Truth, he called him a grifter, and he called Tech Lead, his wife, Tech Lead's wife, literally like left him. Like basically they were like exposed videos, like these aren't good people. And truth be told, they were not good people, because guess what they did? They doxed him. They get his information because Tech Lead took down his video, and the only way to get back up is if he sent him his information. Tech Lead then gives that information to Matt Trent of Engineer Truth. And do you know what he did with that video? Not video, information.
What do you do?
He posted it on his personal website, got it search engine optimized. Actually, what he really did was just his top, like highly most viewed
web page for his address.
Literally changed it up so that when you search up this kid's like YouTube name, it would show his real name, like where he lived and shit. The kid made a video and get like a shit ton of views. Everyone's coming to him, and it was like, that's like fucked up. But people will really do that because they don't like what you said, or in your case, that you didn't post something quick enough. And that's what I hate about this, I guess, corporate culture, is that they act as if you're in debt to them. You gave them free. They gave you free shit. You I guess you are going to make a review on it. I don't know if you're gonna do it now.
No, I'm not doing that. Fuck them.
You also have other stuff to, review on, and then you have to do a production, pre-scripted.
Sorry, I don't fucking pump out shoe reviews every 2 days. Like I have a fucking like at least somewhat like bar for what I want to give to my fucking fans. So I'm not just gonna shit out. Oh, look at these shit. Like I'm not that much of an like, you know what I mean? I'm not just gonna fucking get them and just immediately bust out the camera. Oh my god, guys, look at these. How do they look? And especially when I don't know shit about the shoe.
Exactly.
You know, when someone sends me a pair of shoes, I really try to like look at pictures, look at legit check guides, find out what the flaws are. So when I make the video, I don't sound like a fucking idiot if there's a big flaw and I'm not acknowledging it.
Yeah, doing the research.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's
people-
like,
sorry.
no, it's all cool, but it's just
Sorry.
it's just that was something that annoyed me because just how 0 to 100 it went immediately on my Reddit, on my YouTube. I don't know if he DM'd anybody. I'm hoping he didn't, but you know what I mean. There could be some people out there with my full name and address because he was replying to people on my Reddit, like replying to people that were like, "I love you, Cedaz." They're replying to those people with my information. So, but luckily they got auto-modded because I'm pretty sure an address gets auto-modded or something. They were pretty toxic. That they were like saying "fuck this guy," like a lot of like just straight toxic shit. So it got auto-modded, luckily. But it's I don't know. That was something I really wanted to quickly touch on because that was fucking insane.
Hopefully you contact the police on that guy. Holy shit.
Well, it's like, bro, you're running an illegal business.
Yeah,
Why are you
that's
getting
not
so
enough.
angry at me? Like you're the
It's
one
so
in the
professional.
wrong, no matter what.
It's so unprofessional too. Like, is this guy really running a business? There's
Oh,
got to
so
be some. I don't know.
You want me to direct my fans to you after you gave out my information? Like you're not gonna sell it to fucking Google or whoever else. Like you know what I mean? Whoever else wants to take that information and optimize it, like whatever.
It's
God.
such a blazendary moment, you know.
my God.
You don't like it, so you gotta go fucking after someone. Just like what Blazendary did to Tristan Wick. Tristan was kind of
Okay,
a.
we know.
Yeah, we
Enough
know. We're
of
not gonna go there. Fuck
about
that.
Oh,
cunt.
real quickly, before we go any further, everybody, if you're not a patron on Tripping's Patreon, go there right now. There's an hour and a half podcast
Yes.
there right now. So if you like our beautiful voices,
If
you want to
like
hear
it,
more.
yes.
It is a little bit fucked up. My mic is loud, so I apologize for that. But we did talk about a lot of cool stuff. We talked about Blazendary, hypebeast YouTubers, a lot of like the YouTube culture, kind of similar to this, but not really.
It's more tame, or I would say more extreme, actually.
Yeah, no, you were really going in on Blazendary. It was fucking.
So-
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
really.
You get some secret info that has never really been shared to the public about the whole behind the scenes with the father figure. That's all I'm gonna say. So yes, it's only the minimum amount. I don't really not that active on Patreon. $3 can get you exclusive content, your name at the end of the video, and name in the bio. I know $10 is like it says all that shit, but $3 I'm gonna only make one option. $3. There you guys go for everything.
How about? I mean, I don't know if you want to implement any Patreon stuff in the podcast. Maybe read their names out, say thank you, whatever.
Yeah. You guys might get featured out at the beginning. For pretty much, you guys are the sponsors for this right now. So yeah.
All right, sorry, I wanted to fucking do a quick little ad read.
That was a little good ad break.
But let's get back to the Reddit post. So let's wrap this up. Final thoughts on everything. You know, it's not going to change. Every other week you're going to see a new post like this, hating on a YouTuber. They don't want any new publicity going to the YouTube or to the Reddit. I'm sorry, or they want to gatekeep the server and private it every week. So if you are a YouTuber, don't feel discouraged that you see a post like this. Just do you, have fun. Like it's all good.
It is It is kind of sad because the new people starting out are gonna be probably more hated than when I started out because the expectations higher, sadly. So I don't want to say be conscious of what you post because fuck it, post whatever you want. But definitely like it's hard because if you post on a potato like that guy said, then you're gonna get ridiculed and made fun of. So I really don't know what to say. It's such a tough situation, I guess.
Just do what you love. Fuck it. Don't think anybody else has control over what you fucking want to do.
Yeah, I just want to add to what Cedaz said. You are you. Make some good quality, even if you can't. Try your best. Be enthusiastic. don't be a corporate shill, and don't let someone on Reddit shit talk you. Reddit is like pseudo anonymous, so people will say whatever the fuck they want to say because there's no name attached except their username, and unless you know who that is,
Yeah,
they can just say whatever they want. It's like a more, I guess, controlled version of 4chan. People can say whatever they want to the extent, and people will be rude. That's just how it works. Ignore them. It's just one person. There's always a silent majority, and you can always tell you have more upvotes or you have more likes than dislikes or negative comments. Then you're fine. You're in the clear. Tripping gets hate on his videos. I know Cedaz gets hate on his videos too. Those are just vocal people. They just want to get their opinion out because they just don't like it, and they just have to tell the whole world. You can ignore those people. You're doing good. Just be you, and everything will be fine. And don't be a corporate shell.
Look at that. You got a little motivational fucking speech.
Do not be afraid to, and like if people are leaving good criticism, take that and then build off of it. But if people do leave kind of more like, I don't really know if I've ever seen someone just straight up saying like this is a dog shit video. It usually gets downvoted, I would say. I mean, those people are pretty I've never really seen that on a new replica YouTuber's Reddit post on the video. I don't think it's been like, oh, this fucking video sucks. I've never seen that. But if you do encounter one of those people, dude, like, come on, it's the internet. Like, you're not gonna get anywhere if every little fucking comment bothers you. You really won't. It's like, dude, like, come on. They're leaving a hate comment. They clearly have nothing better to do with their lives either. You know what I mean? Like, they're hating on someone who's putting themselves out there. That's something that they could probably never do. So don't take it with a grain of salt and move on. And use that as motivation. I think whenever I get a hate comment that isn't, oh, I'm a Kais Omar fan, or it's like, if it's like a genuine, I don't really get the genuine like, oh, tripping, this video could have been audio tweaked a little bit better in my opinion. If you do get like, oh, tripping, what the fuck is this content, dude? Like, okay, you don't like this video. You don't like this video? I'm gonna you better watch the next video because I'm gonna make it 20 times better just for your ass to fucking like it.
Yeah. Well, I think we can kind of start to wrap it up now, but yeah, it's just the whatever the fucking non-constructive criticism. It's just there's no point in feeding your energy in that because they didn't feed any energy into actually trying to help you. And you know, especially if they're on Fashion Reps, they should want to see content about that type of shit. If you're on any platform, if you post to a Reddit and it gets downvoted and people are like hating on you, they should want to see that. So they're just hating because they didn't want to do it. They can't put themselves out there, or that they're scared to, whatever the case. You know what I mean? You're already surpassed anything that they're gonna do or have done. And
yeah, to even put yourself out there, you're doing something that you're talking about something, you're doing something that you love. So why not, like, you know, why be ashamed of it? You know what I mean?
Of course.
So it's like you have to realize that YouTube is something that is very fun, but then also is very bad in a way. It's a blessing in disguise, and I mean, or a curse in disguise, I guess you can say that, because on the surface, YouTube views, followings, fan bases, money, but then you see the hate comments, the mental strain, the depression, the contemplating, all the other things that I've experienced. It's sometimes the bad does outweigh the good, definitely. So
no, and you know what? I want to say this. Tripping. I know you got, like, I don't want to say you got some hate, but you were like contemplating saying that your last video about Tyler the Creator.
I actually deleted it.
You deleted it?
I deleted it.
Yeah, he deleted it.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I actually really did like that video just because
so did I.
It felt so genuine, like you actually fucking cared about it, and you were like, "Look, I love Tyler the Creator. I love like all the stuff that he's done. Let me make a video like showcasing how beautiful his artwork is, how he's came, like everything."
Exactly.
I love
you
that.
See, I did love that video, but sadly, my audience does not like those videos because just like with the replica stuff, they only like the replica stuff. So now they see the side of Tripping that only makes fun of people and other stuff. So when Tripping makes a video that isn't really as comedy based, they don't watch it as much. But YouTube is a cycle. You have your lows and your highs with the views. I've experienced extreme highs, and I went through a couple weeks where my videos didn't get as many views. And with this, like, this was a very confusing spot with my YouTube. So like now with that video, very contemplating what I'm doing. I might even consider taking a break from YouTube to rethink and get my mental back. You know what I mean? Because you need breaks.
I thought about taking a break for a little bit, just taking like a month off or a couple weeks.
I think I've been posting every week for the past ever since March, so it's almost been 4 months.
Wow.
That's fucking good.
So
Yeah.
I mean, the good is there, but you know,
It also is good to have some competition. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like find someone that maybe is somewhat around you, and try to keep up with them or try to put out better content. You know what I mean?
I like to look at someone who's significantly has more subs than me. I look at the content and then that just motivates me. However I think of it, saying this video isn't good, whatever, you're boring. That's my self motivation, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'm gonna become popular. I'm gonna make it. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you just manifest positivity in whatever you do in life, you will always succeed, no matter how long it will take you. You could be. I feel like we're young. We are the perfect age to do YouTube. We didn't join YouTube when we were 35 or 30 or 20 or in our late 20s. I just turned 20, so we're way ahead of the curve of some
I'm
people.
18.
Exactly. So this could grow into something potentially bigger, and if YouTube doesn't work out, then YouTube is always a good gateway to something even bigger and better.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I just want to touch up on this. You're talking about mental stress. You have a real life. I have a real life, and Cedaz has a real life. There are people behind the screen making this content. I mean, people always expect, I need this to be done. I need this to be done. This has to come out now. Now. This has to be high quality. People don't realize that there's someone behind the screen. And this goes for also the negative comments. There's also someone behind that screen. They're reading it, and they feel a little bit sad. Yes, I know it's the internet. Yeah, you can be a bit rude, but there's always someone behind that screen. And sometimes they get depressed. They can get mentally stressed. I've seen it. I mean, everyone sees this mental stress. If you're a college student, I know Tripping's in college. You see people getting stressed out over exams, homeworks, quizzes, projects, what have you not. You see it. People get stressed, and sometimes taking a break is necessary. But I don't feel like all this negativity and this whole your videos aren't too high quality enough. I just think it's a bit, it's a bit demeaning. And I'm gonna tie this back up to that whole fashion reps are YouTubers are cringe post. There's someone behind that. Be that 12-year-old recording on his potato. That 12-year-old probably sees all these nasty comments you say, I hate you, you're terrible, go kill yourself or something. And the kid, obviously is gonna feel terrible. So
people should really feel fucking ashamed at I don't know if you guys really saw, but yesterday the news came out. I don't know his name right now off the top of my head, but the gamer and the streamer who died,
killed himself, yes,
because of fucking hate comments. He asked his wife to marry him over Twitter. Everybody was just shitting on him, fucking. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. I thought
it was his ex-wife or some ex-girlfriend, and he had a mental breakdown with that. That's what I thought it was. I don't know. I knew of Wreckful, and I remember watching his Twitch streams a while ago. But I maybe it was his girlfriend, but I thought it was his ex-girlfriend, and he had a mental breakdown. Then the comments that pursued after the people, whatever relationship status. He has been struggling with depression, just like with Etika. The fans push. They just see this guy. They don't look past the screen. They leave a mean comment, and they don't realize how that can really pay a toll on some people.
Yeah,
like it
I mean,
really.
If someone's already at that point where they think they have nothing left to live for, and then they go on fucking Twitter and they just see hundreds of people saying that that you're fucking worthless, piece of shit, kill yourself. It's just one of those things. It's too much.
And you even saw like on the last tweet he ever made. I looked like right when his death was announced, you could still see some of the because he made that tweet, then like 4 hours later he died. He killed himself. And then I looked back and you could even still see some mean comments that were left on that tweet that may have or may have not helped or not helped. But you know what I mean? Like caused that to happen, which is horrible.
Yeah.
So I mean, the people who deliberately like my videos are satirical. You know what I mean? I've like if Kais Omar does anything bad, like I think Kais Omar's I would never go after someone who is like Keemstar did with Etika. I would never stoop that low and deliberately just push them and I'm making fun of the people on screen. I'm not saying Kais Omar he's such a shitty husband. Like, dude, like you never cross that line and be like, oh, kill yourself, Kais. You're fucking whatever. No.
Yeah.
I think people know, and I think that people who have made these videos they know that, okay, it's some random kid on the internet making a satirical video. But yeah.
I think, we can end it on a serious note.
Yeah.
But I know you, I don't know if you need to get anywhere, but you said let's keep it nice and brief.
Yes.
We went over a double.
It's all right. Well, let's just wrap it up here. I hope everybody enjoyed. This was the first real podcast. Again,
definitely.
There is the first unofficial podcast on Patreon or on Tripping's Patreon. So if you like this and you want to hear some more, I guess that was more comedy based because we were really kind of making jokes about Blazendary and all the hype these YouTubers. And maybe we'll redo that one in a different way.
Yeah, we might reformat it a little bit differently. But I think we wanted to come off more. We didn't really have any structure with that. We kind of let's just bounce off each other. But this, I feel like it's good that we had a set topic and we grew off of that, which is good.
Yeah.
So, expect this weekly. Hopefully, every once a week may be the goal. Who knows?
Yeah. And hopefully on Spotify. I think we can do it. Shouldn't be that hard or that much money. So
no, we're gonna try and get on platforms that will be more convenient for people than YouTube. So yeah.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Yeah. See
you later.
Yeah, we'll have all the links down.
Oh yeah. Make sure to follow everyone down below too,
including Cedaz Tripping and me.
Oh my god, especially you.
Yeah, he needs some fucking clout. You know, so
you guys gotta give him
the Twitch clout.
Twitch clout.
All right. Thank you all for listening.
Beautiful.